as the clock ticks closer to October 18th when Edmonton elects its next mayor and council.
Mayor Don Iveson was the mayor who did blank. What is it?
Outgoing Mayor Don Iveson reflects on his 14 years at City Hall, 8 of which as mayor, reflecting on big picture long-term planning.
Obviously, the mass transit investments that we've made and the shape and feel of the city changing. I think, I see that through the lens of the city plan and public policy, but on the ground, people see that in the buildings and the way they move around the city changing.
As Iveson is not seeking re-election, he leaves the city in the midst of a pandemic, knowing his successor will have to make big calls with a difficult relationship with the province.
And sometimes the juxtaposition of cities taking this seriously and the province not appearing to take this as seriously, created some of the kind of public pressure. So in that sense, some of it can be interpreted as political, but fundamentally, we have a role to play in life safety and public safety at City Hall, and I think we took that role seriously.
Saying it really comes down to relationships for whoever is the next mayor, able to work with smaller cities and towns surrounding Edmonton to help the region bounce back economically.
You have a lot of relationships with our slate of mayoral candidates. Is there an endorsement there? Is there someone you're throwing your weight behind? And do you have any recommendations to voters as they're looking at their potential next mayor?
I think it's one thing for me to make some suggestions in some of the council races. I think it's another thing for me to weigh in on the mayor's race. And so, I think that that's high profile enough that that people will come to their own judgments.
As for what's next for Don Iveson?
My kids are just at this phenomenal, curious, and engaging age, and they're not teenagers yet, so we're getting along really, really well, and I'm really looking forward to engaging with them some more, and then maybe once they're teenagers, I'll be off to do something else.
For our full interview with Mayor Don Iveson, with topics from the arena deal, now that he's officially leaving council, and the plan to end homelessness with the deadline long past, that's all on our City News YouTube page. From Edmonton, Carly Robinson, City News.